Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper. In this video today, I want to talk to those who have just began that journey out of Babylon, because it has been my conclusion here lately, especially, that many of people are in that waking up process. Now, for me, it happened on the pagan Roman Gregorian calendar in 2009. But for many of you, it's happening here at the 11th hour. And, I see the questions that you people post in the comments. And guys, I just can't answer all these. People comment like, I don't know how many comments daily. And I just can't keep up with all. What I can tell you, and it's in generalization, here's what to do. So the question is, and that's what I'm titling the video, is, I just left Babylon. Where do I go from here? All right. Well, you've started your walkout. So the first thing that you need to do, looking back on my personal experience, this is where I've come to on this, is also, right before getting into this, is one thing that spawned me to do this video is just a simple example. The other day I was searching for, looking at the work that I'd done this month on YouTube. I just went you can quick search things, just put like this month on the search results, something like that. And there's this lady's video come up that apparently had a link to my channel in it. And I always look to see what people have to say about the channel if somebody does comment about it. And the girl's testimony, everybody, I've noticed everybody comes to the Most High through different paths. And when I mean different paths, I mean your walk of life's a little different than mine, but everybody, it seems like the Most High always brings you to the finish line. He'll get you there one way or another as long as you trust him. And I'll put a link in the video description below, that girl's journey that she's on right now, and you can see the comment I left for her on her video too as well, my thoughts on it. And it's a blessing to me to see that this channel is helping people, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about self-gratification. It's not about, at the end of the day, it's all about helping people. Just like this tiny house, been documenting it, so that people can see how to build them a house. I just enjoy sharing things and bettering people's lives. And I don't want people to be stuck out there wondering what in the world to do, like I was whenever I first left Babylon. So anyway, just check out that girl's video. It's about 30 minutes long, but I wouldn't say I agree 100% with some of the life decisions, paths, things that she's went down, but just it's a good example showing that that eventually, if you keep looking to the Most High Yah, you're going to come to His Word eventually. So anyway, with that said, what does a person need to do when you first leave Babylon? Well, the first thing you need to do is get some solid scripture. Okay. Now, I don't want to ever blaspheme the Most High Yah's Word, but I find the KJV version has some serious discrepancies. I personally find it to honestly be, I really hate to say this, but I really find it profane. Okay. One of the biggest issues I have is, the replacing of, Yahweh with, I won't even say the title. Y'all know the title, that it says, thus saith the blank. So instead of that, it should say, thus saith Yahweh, and well, thankfully, HalleluScriptures.com, you can check them out. Their translation is very solid. It's very sound doctrine. Another one that I'm actually going to be getting a copy of this fall is the Sefer. And look, links in the video description below. Don't ask me how to spell stuff out. Links in the video description below. You can go directly to it all. That's the first thing you need, because the Word, no matter what I say at the end of the day, because let's look at it straight and plain, is I'm a Gentile convert, joining my house, myself to the house of Israel through faith in Messiah and doing the Father's commands. Heck, a lot of Hebrew Israelites don't even acknowledge me. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's another thing. If you're a Hebrew, coming to the Word, that's one thing. But if you're an outsider like myself of the nations coming to the Word, you're struggling, in my opinion, it's even a little more harder. Because anyway, that's another conversation for another time. But once you've left Babylon and you've come into the knowledge of truth, the first thing is definitely the Word. Now, the next thing is fellowship with other believers. It's for me, I met a lot of the brothers and sisters that I fellowship with through social media. And then from there, we got to meet each other face to face and then build bonds. And heck, there's people now, we don't even live one end of the country or the other. We live really close to each other and get to fellowship, so that's really cool. And that wasn't overnight, though. That's over time. And so the way to meet these people, some great resources for it, is worldslastchance.com has a networking section. And not only that, they have very sound doctrine. One thing I've always appreciated about World's Last Chance, they're like me, is once I find new truth, I acknowledge that I was wrong, and I keep moving in that direction. People will make fun of you. That's another important thing that I'll get to in just a second. Um, the being haggled and stuff, because you're leaving Babylon, you're going to continue to put away false doctrines, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But I want to go through a few more resources. The Creator's Calendar.com. Another great resource is soundintheloudcry.com. And we haven't updated that. In about a year. So I've been busy and gone so long, but I plan to get some more resources up there on that, guys. It's been a lot of travels this year, and another thing is to be willing to let go of false doctrine. You've got to be able to just cut off the past, the church house, all the clergy. They know the truth. They don't want to tell the people. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, these people that have the title pastor or deacon and all these people up, bishops and the man of sin in Rome that everybody refers to as the Pope. All these people, they know what's right and wrong, and they do wickedness. All right, so you got to leave Babylon. You got to be willing to let go of it all, and whether you're a Hebrew Israelite waking up, or whether you're a Gentile from among the nations, such as myself, that's joining himself to the house of Israel through doing Father's will. The Scripture plainly says in Zechariah that in that day many Gentiles will be joined to the Most High Yah to be His people. Isaiah speaks of so many things. The instructions very simple: do the commands, believe on the Son, have hope of salvation, and you've got to be able and willing to just let go of the false doctrines. And another thing is, when you leave Babylon, a lot of churches will expect when you accept Messiah that all of a sudden you're supposed to have this radical transformation in your life. And that is partly true. You do have radical transformation, but getting sin out of your life is a day-by-day stepping process. All right. Now, I don't know the best route to put this, is because you don't need to give up, because just like that young lady's video I mentioned, the Most High Yah, it seems like it always works out. He always works it out, and you just got to be willing and be patient with Him. And so and to recap this, when you start your walk, having a good study source, having communication with others, having references to go to, these things are important. And it's such a turnaround when you walk out of it, because I'm telling you, for me, when I started to walk out to this day, there's so many things. Just like, for example, the flat earth. A lot of people laugh at that and make fun of that, but the flat earth, a geostationary flat earth, it just goes to show you that the world is at war with the Most High Yah, because like NASA, flat earth community just asked, hey, let's see the rest of the ISS, just spin the camera around. Why's the solar panels bent in the video along with the earth, blah, blah. And then you look, and now they're shutting it down this fall instead of just doing a simple task. So ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the world's going to cover for its sin. The Babylonian church is going to cover for its sin. All you have to go on is the Scripture, and just, it's very simple to find out the facts that we live on geostationary flat earth under a firmament dome. And you can find out more about that in the links up there. But, that's where it's at. And, these relationships with people, you're going to have to be willing to let go of relationships with people that you've had in the past. That inner circle is going to become very small, but I promise you that those relationships you do have in that very small inner circle are going to mean the world to you. And now these are just some simple steps to get you started on the right path, because you're already on the right path leaving Babylon. All you have to trust is the Most High Yah, the Word, and the ones that believe and love Him. I'm telling you, when you find those people, cleave and tightly hold on to them, because there's many that don't love the Most High Yah. And in the great day of wrath, especially when the trumpets start, you want to have people that you can lean on and hold to, because they're going to need you just as much as you need them. And I don't want to be fooling with the pagans and the ones that are wicked that don't love the Most High. I just want to be around the ones that love Him. So guys, please pray for me and remember me, because we're all on a walk out of Babylon together, and we're going to keep walking until we walk in the new kingdom. You've got to remember that one day You know, when that new kingdom comes, that it's going to be peace, but in the meantime, great turmoil is ahead of us. So until we see you again here, Seven Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed day in Yahushua name.